Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Kalyani official. Unofficial official official தாங்க. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு என்ன நடக்குதுன்னா கொஞ்சம் அப்படி பிளான் பண்ணிங்கன்னா இதெல்லாம் நடக்கணும்னு வாழ்க்கையிலே நான் வந்து கனவு கூட கண்டதில்லை. ஸோ பேசிக்லி டுடே இஸ் மை புக் லான்ச். நான் ஒரு புக் எழுதியிருக்கேங்க. ஐ எம் அன் ஆத்தர், ஆக்டர், ஆத்தர், மதர், வேறு என்ன வேணும் சொல்லுங்கள். இவ்வளோ பெருமையாக பேசாலும் முதல் புக்கு விற்கணும். அதனால் நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும், நீங்கள் அமேசான், கிண்டல் இந்த மாதிரி இடத்துக்கு போயிட்டு என் புக்கை வாங்குங்க, ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இன்றைக்கி வந்து 4 பிரபலமான அதாவது எனக்கு ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ்னால் என்ன இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ண செலிப்ரிட்டிஸ் வந்து அந்த புக்கை லான்ச் பண்ண போகிறாங்க. வி ஹவ் கார்த்திக், வி ஹேவ் சுஹாசினி மேம், நீனா ரெட்டி மேம், அண்ட் என்னோடய ஃபேவரட் வந்து டாக்டர் சரண்யா. புக் இல்லைங்க, என்ன சொல்கிறது, என்னோடய வாழ்க்கை. அதாவது என் வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்த பல சம்பவங்கள். இட்ஸ் லிட்ரலி லைக் என்னோடய ஹார்ட்டை ஓப்பன் பண்ணி அதில் நான் ஃபுல்லாக போட்டிருக்கேன். அதுதான் அந்த புக்கு. ஸோ இஃப் யூ கைஸ் கெட் த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி ப்ளீஸ் பை மை புக். அதாவது வந்து இதோட சீஃப் கெஸ்ட் வந்துட்டாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன தெரியுமா கேட்டாங்க நவ்யா, அம்மா நான் தான் வந்து இந்த இதை கட் பண்ணுறேன், ரிப்பனை கட் பண்ணுறேன்னா அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க. இந்த பொண்ணு இருக்கே நவ்யா, வை ஆர் வி ஹியர் டுடே?
Spend time in Chennai.
You spend time in Chennai?
I don't know.
Why we are here? What is this?
Book launch.
What is that? Amma has written what?
A daughter's promise.
A daughter's promise. Are you excited? Yeah?
Yes.
Is Mama's book going to be big hit?
Oh yes. I don't know what that means. So yes.
உண்மையை சொல்லாத, இப்படி பப்ளிக்ல இப்படிலாம் அசிங்கப்படுத்தாத என்ன. It's going to be a very big hit, say.
Yes. Yes.
அந்த பக்கம் தள்ளி போ. நான்சென்ஸ் ஃபாலோ. நல்லா போகும் என் புக்கு. ஓகே, ஸோ ஐம் எக்ஸைட்டட். நம்ம மேலே போயிட்டு இன்னும் யாரும் வரல. நம்ம வந்து எப்போவுமே ஆன் டைம் பீப்புள். வர நம்ம வந்து பார்த்துக்கலாம். செக்கம்.
We are gathered here for the launch of A Daughter's Promise. It's a privilege to have Suhasini ma'am with us today. Thank you ma'am for joining us. We're also joined today by Ms. Neena Reddy, Neena ma'am. And our next guest is someone who brings both expertise and heart into every space she enters, Dr. Sharanya Jaikumar. And our next guest, Mr. Karthik Kumar, known to many as Evam Karthik. So let's invite all our guests the evening over to the podium, please.
First of all, thank you so much from bottom of my heart. I'm extremely grateful. 4 of you have inspired me in so many different levels, so many different stages of my life. And I still can't believe that you guys are here. It feels like a dream. Hi guys, family, friends, dear ones, most important people in my life. So I count very few people as my people, and I'm so lucky that my people are here today to support me. So basically, A Daughter's Promise, it all started off because Notion Press is a self-published place. So I started off by, I wanted this to be my healing journey, A. B, when I was extremely low in my life, when I thought that I was done, when I thought that I have no purpose to live, I wanted to give something to my daughter as a legacy. So I thought that why not write a book about her grandmother, her mother, the struggles that we have been through, and it's not easy for wherever we are right now. And that's how I started writing the book. And when I started writing the book, I actually spoke to Karthik, and he was like, yeah, go for it. I think it's an amazing idea. Just do it. If you feel like, if this is what you have to do, just do it. And he's one of the most positive people I've seen in my life. Like, I have never seen him say anything else other than this positive thing that he's always immersing and throwing out to people as well like candies. So thank you so much for that, because that was something that I needed to hear at a difficult stage of my life. And Sharanya ma'am, I have done a few events with her, and ma'am I'm a nobody in the industry of when it comes to mental health industry, yes, I have gone through things. Yes, I want to talk about it. I want to, remove the stigma of depression. I want to prevent suicides. But when I spoke to ma'am, I felt like I felt seen. I felt like my voice will be heard. I felt that yes, I can make maybe a small little change, one person at a time, and that's what she did for me. Suhasini ma'am is, ma'am remembers, like I have done a lot of serials and little shows with ma'am when I was a kid. And she was one of the strongest women when she comes on set. She's like, I'm the boss. And she always had that with her. And being a boss, yet being the most accessible person, it's like it's very difficult to have two in one quality. And I've always looked up to her from my child, and well, from not my child, from my childhood. But and I somehow I don't know whether this will make sense for you, because I don't think many of you have met my mother. I see a lot of my mom's quality in ma'am. So somewhere down the line, I feel connected to her, and that's why I wanted her to come today. And Nina ma'am is, I don't know whether she remembers, ma'am, when you opened your children's salon in Savera, I came and inaugurated it. I'm so excited. Mala Manian ma'am, you have been, again, a mother figure to me. The minute I call you, you are there, you listen to me, you have heard my pain, you have really been there, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being there for me. And Srinath uncle, Srinath uncle is my godfather. He's literally like, I am not a God believer. I would not consider myself atheist either. So he's been that rock, that person from the time my mom has been there. So he knows how my mom used to be with me. He's seen me through the pain. He's seen me through everything in my life. And the one constant in my life for the past 30 years has been him. Without him, I don't think I would be standing here right now. And that is for sure. Next, Rohit. We have been married for 12 years. It's been a roller coaster, because after 1 year of our wedding is when my mom passed away. And I found my mom like that, and he had just entered Chennai, not knowing Tamil, not knowing anything, and he was again my pillar. Like, when you lose your loved one, you try to search that person in somebody else. Like, I wanted my mother in somebody. Somewhere down the line, he was trying to fill that for me. I've also traumatized him in a lot of ways. And being a doctor, he had no idea about mental health, which is a very sad point. Doctors don't know about mental health. Very, very bad. But for him, I think I have given him the knowledge of mental health, so he can thank me later. And so he has really been there. He's seen my being locked up in the room, crying, trying to do things that I shouldn't be doing, to where I am standing right now. So he's my best friend, my pillar. Thank you guys for being here. It means the world to me. Srilekha Akka, Anna, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Yeah, this is my heart is really full right now.
What does mental health or mental well-being mean to each one of you?
I think mental health, I don't think you need to differentiate between one and the other. I think it's everything. Because even if you're like physically good, socially good, but if you're not mentally there, I mean, I think it's everything. It's just that not everyone understands it. So I think lots more has to happen in that field for people to understand what mental health is about, you know. So that's the only thing I can say now.
When you can accept diabetes and jaundice as a problem, and then you have to go through medication or treatment or counseling. I think a lot of people who have diabetes need counseling. The entire family is counseling them. Don't eat this, don't eat that, and then the social media is telling them what to do. Why can't mental health also be looked at like that? Why the stigma? In fact, one of my friends and we wanted to start a place where women, especially, you know, during menopause or after menopause, they go through a lot of change mentally. Not just teens going through hormone changes. I think it happens to women a lot, and suddenly they reach a stage where, what am I doing? What did I do? Everybody wanted me to run around now. Nobody wants me to do anything, kind of a thing. So we wanted to create a safe place where you can freely discuss and mental health will not be considered a stigma. Yeah. See, I have never experienced low self-esteem because I know that if you fail, you can succeed tomorrow. And tomorrow you'll fail again, and day after you can try to succeed. So, low self-esteem is something that we all cannot understand, but we have to try to understand how everybody feels. We need a lot of education about mental health. I think we need a lot of education before we even try to help people who have mental issues.
Mental health, everything about what I do every day. Recently, ChatGPT revealed that 1 million people are searching about suicide every week. Every week on ChatGPT telling, why do I feel suicidal, how can I suicide, etc., etc., etc. So the thought to end your life, everybody has problems. Everybody in this room. Yes, everybody has problems. Even the dog in my house has its own problems. But will everybody have this idea to go and suicide? No. How many of us in this room know that ideology of indulging in an activity that could lead to killing yourself is genetic? It's a problem with chromosome 4. It's genetic. Everybody will have problems in life, but not everybody will try something to kill yourself. And that is genetic. Not many people understand this. In countries, many countries in the Europe, when children come inside school, during admissions, there is one column that asks, is there a family history of mental illness, especially suicide? Because these children are given special importance when it comes to mental health care in the school campus. So other children go through problems, yes, but these children have problems, special care is taken, we cannot take it for granted. Problems like bullying, body shaming could all lead to problems like this, we never know. And we've all, I think, misunderstood the idea of resilience. What is resilience? Your will to overcome any problem. There is a misunderstanding. People think living with the problem. No, you don't live with the problem. You find a solution to it or you just move out of it. That is resilience. You don't live inside that same problem and kill yourself slowly each day. No, that's not resilience. You find a way out, get a solution. That is true resilience. And I'd love to talk more, but one thing about Kalyani, when she came and met me, I only know Kalyani as a little actress. When I was a little girl, my mom used to say, இந்த பாரு இந்த பொண்ணு எப்படி துருத்துருன்னு இருக்கு, ஸ்டேஜ்ல என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுது பாரு, பொம்மை மாதிரி பண்ணுது பாரு எல்லாம், இதெல்லாம் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. So when I met her, we had a very long conversation for about 2 hours in my office. I was very, very surprised how much of field work and research she's done on what the government is doing to handle suicide. Her family was not just a victim. This girl wants to make a difference. Take it from me today, this book is just one step. She will make a difference one day. Night 11 o'clock, she calls me one day to say, ma'am, case file பண்ணியாச்சு, high court la move ஆகுது. Who does things like this? Against the government helpline that is not doing enough. I think she's doing much more than what you guys see outside. And I'm sure I'll always be there to support you, Kalyani. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
First is Tamil Nadu's sales of Tasmac. Right? We should be incredibly proud of how much revenue comes into our Gajana from Tasmac. Tasmac is the exact, it's a evidence that proves that men need mental health and they use liquor as escape. So it is a medicine they are seeking because they want help. Men are not able to say that I want help, and therefore if you just look at the Tasmac sales of Tamil Nadu, you'll be able to say that, hey, mental health, I think there is a very positive way in which these men can be provided a support system in a commercially remunerative way for the government, because the truth is there are so many humans out there, largely men, who need that help. Second is the number of temples across all religions, right, including non-religion religions, dharmshalas, Sami, Poli Samiyars, right? All of these are again outlets for mental health assurance. Right? God is a construct we created because we are unable to handle stress, uncertainty, and fear. Right? And of course, the danger with outsourcing it to a God that you imagine is that it can be manipulated for politics, it can be manipulated for social economics, it can be manipulated to just become a vote. Right? But the fact that we all go in front of a deity or the lack of a deity, we go to a hallowed space, and what do? We feel. Right? We hold space for our own feelings. Because in every other part of society, we are told how to feel about things. Hey, you should be happy right now. Hey, சந்தோஷமா இருக்க கத்துக்கோ. ஆப்பிரிக்கால நிறைய பேர் சாப்பிடாம இருக்காங்க. Right? Like Africa, I'm sure they have bigger mental health problems. But our mental health problems are outsourced to Africa, saying Africa எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க தெரியுமா? Right? So where do we hold space for that feeling? We go to temples. So the truth is that mental health is a reality. All of us need it. I'm a proud therapy-seeking young person who is now an old person having sought therapy. It's been my greatest friend at all points of time. And remember, 30 years back, before Nina started O2, people used to think that the bodybuilders, the muscle men, the Mr. Chennai train பண்றவங்க தான் ஜிம்முக்கு போவாங்க. In our generation, we've seen that change. People go to the gym for various purposes, not to build muscle, to build strength, to build stamina, to understand and understand physical healing through strengthening. We've seen that happen. Who used to go to beauty salons in the 80s? Only Hollywood actresses, not even actors. Actors will go quietly without telling anybody. Right? So actresses used to go. Right? Now it's salon is somewhere where you go to feel good about yourself. You want to feel that sense of self-love that you can, that self-generated dopamine, right? You go to a salon to feel better about yourself, and there are salons in every single price category right now. I wish that for mental health. I don't think temples are the best solution, nor is TASMAC. So maybe your book is a start in that journey.
What do you have to say about how mental well-being among men are being dealt with, given the evolution of or accessibility to better accessibility to mental well-being and health these days? So would you like to start with that?
I'm from the film, entertainment, theater, arts industry. All right, it's an extremely difficult industry. All of us are a part of it. Ansar sir is here. Some photographers are here. Photojournalists are here. We're all part of the same industry. In our industry, mental health, seeking mental health is seen as ஐயோ அவங்க கெரியர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியிலேருந்து அவுட் ஆயிட்டாங்க அவங்க. Right? Industry-landa avanga out aitanga. Because why? We're always scared saying somebody will out us from the industry. Right? And therefore that uncertainty we hold within, saying, oh my God, I can't share any of my mental health problems right now, because if it's seen as a problem by another, then I don't even exist in this industry. And we're talking about all kinds of people in this industry right now where mental health, we can't even speak about it, because we will potentially be cancelled, not by the world outside, will be cancelled by industry. Say avanga koopdadinga, avanga vandu problems nenikiren, and they will not talk about it. We don't have the vocabulary for it, because vocabulary is like Voldemort in this. If you say it, oh my God, right? It's a extreme. And what is this industry all about? This industry is in the business of holding a mirror to society, which means society must be like this only, no? Right? And we are an industry that is talking about emotional outlets for people. We give you a safe space called a dark room in a movie theater, so that when nobody is watching, you can cry. When nobody is watching, you can sob breathlessly. Right? And this is a space, and an industry does not have mental health help for itself. And today, and I'll give you the simplest solution for the film industry and the entertainment industry: get more women into that space. Women understand the language of emotions. Men understand the language of strength. By strength, they'll overcome emotions. In the climax, they will defeat emotions itself. Right? Women understand that talking about emotions, crying, being vulnerable is strength. And therefore, all men out there who are walking away from blasts should walk away crying, feeling like, hey, me allowing my feeling to be expressed, my vulnerability to be shown is the best VFX you can have, best explosion you can have without VFX. So, yeah, that's my bit.
Ma'am has read the book. So the first thing when I called ma'am to invite her, she's like, wait, send me the book. Let me read it. And then I shall meet you. And she actually read from the beginning till end. And she said, I could connect with it.
Once you read the book, I know her experience. If she's expressed it with the intent that it started off, all of you will still point to your daughters and say, one day you should become like that. What she's been through is really, really difficult. And it some way, I'm sure, echoes something that you would have also gone through in your life. It could be losing a parent. It could be dealing with somebody deciding to take their own lives. It would be somebody on the brink of wanting to take your own life or having witnessed that. All of these emotions are represented. And I think this book will be, in some form, evidence of that existing. And if you ever felt unsure as a child or as a parent today, I believe that this book will hold space for that uncertainty, for that gray, for that sense of hopelessness. And the fact that it's on paper right now and she's here proudly standing in front of us, it means that there's a journey of hope that will follow from there. So best of luck to your intention, love.
About the book, I was not too sure of coming here, so because I was in Goa for the film festival, and I told Kalyani that I'll try and come back. I'm in the steering committee. I've left everything and come here. Okay, so I just finished a workshop and I came back, and I came back only yesterday morning. So I told her I'm back, so I'll come for this, the launch. And then she sent me the gist and the manuscript at 8 o'clock in the night yesterday. And I didn't sleep till about 10 o'clock. I was reading it. And I read till your mother's passing away. I read till that because my husband said, what is happening? Why are you reading so much? How can you finish a book in one night? I said, no, I have to read it. I mean, you've gone through a lot of trauma, girl. I'm really sorry the kind of things that happened to you. I'm really sorry. I wish you had a better, probably better family. Especially coming into the industry, you should have been a happier child to be so happy on screen because you were acting. You know, when you were on screen, you were acting as a happy person. It was not like that for me. I was happy at home. I was happy. Actually, I was crying in my films. I was wondering, why am I crying? I'm so happy at home. I wish you had my childhood. I'm so sorry it didn't happen to you, but you have a wonderful marriage. And thanks to him, he looks like a nice person to me. Very rare, very understanding. It's very rare for someone to be so understanding. What I felt about the book was that you were so brave to open out your life and your experience to others. We don't have the courage to do that. I don't think Karthi had the courage. I have the courage. Or, Nina might talk about failing and not failing in 9th standard, but we never reveal our family secrets. I think in my generation, I've seen somebody taking their life in my generation. And I've heard about 2 people taking their lives in my family, but it was never discussed. Okay? It was never discussed. I just have my own imagery or my version of what happened to those 2 people. One person did not want to die, the other person wanted to die. So he gave poison to both, and he survived and she died. And then 3 months later, he died. I've heard these stories, but I'm just narrating it only today, after 64 years. I'm 64 today. I've never even said it to anybody else. So I think you're very, very brave. You didn't draw any lines. You just, opened your heart and your whatever trauma that you went through and how you felt at that time, because you detested a a person in your family in the beginning and you went and hugged him after some time. That's how human beings are. So you revealed everything. There was no consistency in your loyalty or your hatred, both. So that is something some of us who've got like a king size ego will reveal, especially in a book. So I think you're very generous, which means you care about the other people more than you care for yourself. About the book, yes, I think you're very, very brave. I mean, nowhere. I cannot be that brave when I write a book. It'll be imagination, it'll never be about yourself. So I congratulate and I'm very, very proud of your bravery.
It took me 2 years to complete the book, but it just felt like the little, I'm just holding little Kalyani and saying, yeah, let's cross this. And that's how I finished the book. And even if, like ma'am said, even if one person gets helped by this book or something changes in their life, I think my purpose in this world is done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody.